Some people spend their whole lives thinking they're just weird. They talk to themselves, replay conversations for hours, need silence more than most people, notice tiny things nobody else sees. And because these habits feel unusual, they assume something is wrong with them. But psychology suggests something different. Sometimes what looks strange on the outside is simply a mind processing the world differently. Highly analytical people question, observe, connect, and reprocess constantly. So today, let's explore 6 weird habits often linked with highly intelligent minds. But before we begin, if you enjoy emotional psychology and self-awareness content, like this video, comment if any of these habits already sound familiar, and subscribe to Inner Patterns so you never miss future insights. And stay until the end, because the final habit might explain your mind better than anything else. Habit 1. You replay small conversations for hours. A simple conversation ends, but your brain keeps replaying it. What they said, that pause, that expression, what they might have meant. Most people call this overthinking, but analytical minds often treat social interactions like puzzles. They naturally search for patterns, missed details, and hidden meaning. Sometimes you're not obsessing, you're processing deeply. Habit 2. You talk to yourself. You explain things out loud, rehearse conversations, narrate your thoughts while solving problems. From the outside, it may seem strange, but psychology suggests self-talk can help organize thinking, improve focus, and support problem solving. Some minds think more clearly when thoughts become external. Not weird, just another way of processing complexity. Habit 3. Too much noise drains you. Busy environments can feel mentally exhausting. Too many voices, too many notifications, too much stimulation. And after a while, your brain feels overloaded. People may assume you're antisocial, but sometimes you're simply overstimulated. Highly observant minds often process more environmental information than average, which means silence feels less like emptiness and more like recovery.
Habit 4. You notice things other people miss. Someone's tone changes slightly. A facial expression doesn't match their words. A behavior repeats. Something feels off, and you notice immediately, while others keep moving. Strong pattern recognition often makes people highly sensitive to subtle details, not because they're paranoid, but because their mind naturally detects inconsistencies. Over time, this can make you feel strangely disconnected from people who miss what feels obvious to you. Habit 5. You question things most people accept immediately. Someone says something confidently. Everyone agrees, but your brain asks, wait, is that actually true? Highly intelligent minds rarely accept information passively, not because they enjoy being difficult, but because curiosity comes naturally. They ask, what's missing? What assumptions are being made? Is there another explanation? Some minds simply need to understand what's beneath the surface. Habit 6. Your brain makes random connections. You think about work. That reminds you of a childhood memory, which triggers another idea, then another. From the outside, it looks chaotic. Inside, it makes perfect sense. Highly creative and analytical minds often think through rapid associations. One thought activates another. This can look like distraction, but sometimes it's just a brain connecting ideas faster than linear thinking allows. Having these habits doesn't automatically define intelligence, but psychology does show that unusual thinking patterns often reflect how differently some minds process the world. Thinking deeper, observing faster, connecting wider. And maybe the habits you judged about yourself were never flaws at all. Maybe they were simply signs that your mind works differently. If this felt familiar, comment, "My mind does this." Subscribe to Inner Patterns for more emotional psychology and self-awareness videos. And now that you recognize these habits, watch our next video.
10 behaviors that are actually signs of mental illness, because sometimes the behaviors we normalize reveal much deeper psychological patterns than we realize.